Give it a minute or two, let a few people pop in here. Boop. Joe, good to see you. So anyhow, I'll let a few more get on here maybe. But I do have a surprise. Well, actually, here, let me do this. I didn't think about this. Let me show you guys what I'm carrying around with me, just so you know. So obviously a backpack. This is a battery backup. I can get 4 charges to my phone out of that, a long cord, so that I could actually plug that in, stick it in the backpack, and still carry the phone. Water, of course. Hey, Hudson. Of course, what's a water bottle without having a bunch of octopus all over it? Oh, there's some turtles. Some snacks kept in here. Also, since you can see I'm kind of in a very, very remote location. I am not near anything. So I do have other things with me as well. But I did bring binoculars, which wouldn't help the stream necessarily, but I brought them just in case. But I do have this, which I'm excited about. Let me try to shade it a little better so that it's not in the light, bright light from the sun. So this should help with the stream, at least the quality of the stream. Let me go ahead and try to get that thing going here. So what this is a gimbal. So I do have also a little tripod there, which doubles as a something to hold it with as well. So if you guys hold on a second, let me try to get this thing hooked up. Go over that tattoo. Good to see you. It'll be kind of goofy for a second, so bear with it. Turn that on. Figure this out. Bear with me just a minute. Hey, Taps. Okay, so this should help make things a lot smoother when walking around, so that it's not so bouncy for y'all. Well, I'm glad you did, Tabs. I know it's late there. Thank you. So first, let me set this down a second. First, I'm going to just pack up a couple things here, then we'll get a little walk. All right. So some things we could see here today. So where we're at is our family property. Actually, my stepdad's family's property, which is pretty substantial, 480 acres in foothills in California. A lot of history here on the property. We are, as I mentioned earlier, in a very remote spot. So there are several things we could see as far as wildlife. Wild turkeys, deer, black bears. There are mountain lions here. Doubt we'd see one, but I guess it's always a possibility. I have seen quite a few here. So Joe, does it look like it's making a difference? Because I know you've been around for the other streams. I mean, to me, it looks like it's a lot smoother. I don't, but I do have some loud whatnot. But I'd be long had to hopefully you guys, I know that gets frustrating. I'm not sure why it's doing that. I got full bars, so I have no idea why it dropped off or where it froze for you guys. I mean, I could see everything just fine. Signal strength here showed on the broadcast was fine. Zero idea. So, like I said, I've got five bars of 5G, so I'm not sure what happened. I apologize and thank you very much for your patience. So just this is the very top ridge of the family ranch. That's where I'm at now. I did not bring the correct boots for walking around. Yeah, it's gorgeous. The view that is. It's I mean, you're up here, and there is nothing that direction. Actually, you can kind of see. You guys won't be able to see it probably, but right. Let me see where it would be. Right there, some peaks. One of those is Pyramid Peak. That's up at Lake Tahoe. Hey, Huma, good to see you. Like I said, I really hope that I don't think you can zoom in when you're streaming. I can try, but I don't think it works that way. No. Does not appear to be able to zoom in. But there is just nothing that direction. I mean, there'll be some houses off this direction, but there is nothing that way, all the way up to the crest of the Sierras. Maybe a random cabin or two. Right here, I'm only about 2,400 foot where I'm at right now, so not very tall. They're very high. Then I saw Boop put one in earlier, but there is some emotes, a couple of emotes in there, not as you guys saw on the hopefully I saw on my Discord, and if you're not a member, please join. but I am looking for suggestions and ideas and contributions, even for emotes. But we have that one there, courtesy of Mikey B with AdSense help, and then the octopus. That's actually from a photograph I took. Well, it's a frame from a video I took underwater last year in Roatan, and Smarticus helped me with that one. And then the love one is a default. But we were talking about lions earlier, so I've had encounters with lions up here. That one, there was actually quite a few of them. There was, I don't know, it was a couple hundred yards away, opposite direction. But saw something standing up, couldn't tell what it was, thought maybe it was a bobcat. Binoculars on it, and it was a mountain lion. And there was actually there was a mother with some, which is a rare thing, but there was a mother with two different sets of offspring, which I'm guessing is what it was, which they don't normally do that. So that's kind of been puzzling. But there was some that were probably a couple years old, maybe 2 or 3 years old, maybe, and 2 little ones, like a year or less. Then I was actually hiking down there and heard a crazy sound, kind of a mountain lion screams. I mean, you probably know what they sound like, kind of growling at you or whatever from movies or whatnot, but this crazy kind of blood curdling sound, and walked around the corner, and there was a lion sitting right there. I've seen a lot of bears in this direction too. Well, bears all over this property. They're everywhere. But I'm not too concerned about running into either one of them. And then we do lease this property out for cattle grazing, to help keep the grass down, but they calve. They bring their cows out here to calf. And we did have one. We had to interrupt a lion chasing a calf one time when we were out here, my brother and I. My brother's the one that actually did it. So what do you do with what, Boop? Clarify that question. Bear bad, beer good. Yeah, well, the bears aren't bad. None of them are bad. None of them want to actually hurt you. I'm going to turn this way a little bit just because it's a little breezy. That way it's not getting the... Be loud, be big, be aggressive. Because of where I'm at, I did say earlier, I do have a pistol in my backpack, but that's for worst case scenarios, to protect myself. But that's what are extra U's? Well, like I said, I've never had only one experience ever that I have an issue with them. That was actually hunting turkeys, and a lion was ended up stalking the turkey decoy I had. That's right, JF. No U's. And turkey was gobbling and stopped gobbling after working for a while, which kind of surprised me. But they like to sneak in behind you sometimes. Gave it 10-15 minutes and nothing, so I stood up, heard a big rustle behind me, and there was a lion right there, about meat of that rock. So we're talking 10-12 feet. And then just talked to it and kind of, I did have a shotgun there, but I do not kill anything just to kill things. If I can't eat it, there's no reason to kill it. So I have a firm belief on that. Lots of turkeys. Huma, there are so many turkeys in our state. Tons. Even down by you. But The species predominant here is the Rio Grande turkey. There are some Merriams. Rio Grandes are most predominant in California. But there's a lot of deer out here, a lot of stuff, but especially me talking though, I'm not too worried about something because it's, you know, these things are more afraid of you than you are of them, typically. So, let me just walk back over this direction. Yeah, I've seen a lot of wild horses and mules. So we have a lot of, just over the hill here in Nevada, there's tons and tons and tons of Mustangs, wild Mustangs, especially around the Reno area. There's a lot of them. And then I've seen wild mules out in the desert near Lake Mead, down the Mojave Desert. Don't have either of those here, but they are pretty cool. But a lot of turkeys here. Yes. Oh, you've seen mountain lion too? And there's a lot of bobcats up here as well, coyotes, things of that nature. Hey JF, you can actually, so just so you know, you can actually, even on mobile, at least on my iPhone, I can even time out for 10 seconds. It's not just default. Yeah, there's a lot of bears here. Up where I live, there's just lots of bears in general. I mean, they're everywhere. They're kind of a nuisance. I'm not advocating timing you out, Tabs, don't worry. I'm just telling him that he can. Joe. No, grizzly bears have been extinct in California for 100 and something years. I don't remember, it was 18 something when the last grizzly bear was around. Yeah, Jeff, I saw who it was. California does have a lot of other things that people don't realize. We have elk here, mostly the Tule elk predominantly. There are some Roosevelt elks to the far north. There are no elk near me. Mostly just deer, which we do have 2 predominant species of deer here in California. Well, hopefully you might see a deer. But we have black-tailed deer and mule deer here in California. A lot of places in the country have whitetail. Yes, your duty. I like that. So, but I'm going to bet deer and be nasty. What? So, this county does have a few wild pigs. I have never seen one here, Huma, ever. There's quite a lot of them in California, obviously, but and they are quite destructive. They are not native to here. They are really, really, really a nuisance. There's a buddy of mine has their family has a big farming operation and some other stuff, but it's 50,000 acres down near. Hey, buddy, nice to see you. Elk best seen along Lost Coast, North California. Yeah, there's a lot of other places. You can see them around Los Banos, San Luis Wildlife Refuge, up off Highway 20, a lot of different places. There's a Tule Elk Preserve down by Bakersfield, Kern area. But the wild pigs are definitely very destructive. But that 50,000 acre ranch, they go in there, so part of it, they grow carrots on part of the ranch, and the rest of it's cattle and much other things. But they're very, they go in there in one night, just root up and destroy acres and acres and acres. They can be, Boop. They can be. There is a house that way. There are some houses off this direction. It's just nothing that direction. It's just wild. Just wild lands. You were chased by a pig when you were little. That sucks. But yeah, they can be very aggressive. They're cornered, especially. Very, very aggressive. But they do taste pretty good. So I'm gonna go walk up here, back up to the ridge. Hopefully it doesn't freeze again. I still don't know why I did that. Like I said, I've got 5 full bars here. Bacon, that's right. But they, we go down to that Kalinga spot and do hunt them occasionally. Very good. But extremely, extremely destructive. So this, so I don't know if you can see this rock field here. So these are all, I don't remember the scientific name, but this is, there's a lot of volcanic rock up here, lava cap. California, not known exactly for volcanoes, but we do have quite a few. Mount Shasta obviously being famous for the eruption. When was that? 80 something. JF, they're the same. A boar is a pig. Now, of course, a pig that's farm raised just kind of sits there and gets whatever grains, whatever the farmer feeds them. They are good. I can tell I'm not fully recovered yet from the COVID. Just I can feel a little bit tad winded, and I'm not really even doing anything yet. Yeah, so Mount Lassen National Park in Northern California. There's a lot of lava tubes and different volcanic stuff you can see there in the park. Yeah, it's I think it's remnants of COVID, because kind of out of breath just walking on damn near flat ground. I've still been sleeping a lot lately too, so I know I'm still recovering. Feeling better? Yes. I don't have all my energy back, and obviously my lungs aren't quite right yet. That's all right. Need to get up and walk around. Good, Joe. Good to see you, buddy. Actually, where I was standing up there on the other side, I don't know how long you've been on, but I could damn near see to where you are down the hill. Ava's doing good. So her coughing has subsided a lot today. Those of you who don't know, on I don't remember what night it was. Monday night, perhaps. Monday night. I don't know. One of the nights last week or this week, did take her to the ER. She was vomiting a lot of blood. So, and I don't mean just a little bit like traces, like cups. It was pretty disgusting. So, of course, we were concerned. Took her to the ER. Did a bunch of tests. Put her on some medicines. Turns out, so the doctors said from all her coughing, because she's been coughing pretty damn bad, that it increased pressures created, from coughing, something about little micro tears, which got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then some vomiting, get acid involved, then it basically became bleeding ulcers. So, but she is on the mend. We saw us Wednesday, maybe. I don't know. One night, Thursday. I don't know. They all blend together. I took her to gastro whatever doctor, and he said she was looking pretty good, clearing all up. So she's on a bunch of different medicines, antibiotics, anti-inflammatories, anti-nausea, anti-acid, a lot of different medications. So, just from being sick, Huma. So it's, they were trying to explain, and Sue would probably know this better, but when you're coughing, and you're coughing a lot, you're increasing your pressures inside your lungs, inside your stomach, and so, all these different places where your muscles are working. And that's kind of what got these first little, many of us have probably before coughed a lot and different things, and maybe in our phlegm there might have been a tiny bit of blood or trace blood, things like that. She's on the, so this is, Tahoe would be direction of, yeah, it's our 80 acres. I wanted to also on the property, artifacts, which, I don't spec thing. This says, all right, well, I'm going instead of the way I was gonna, or the way I came from, rather than the way I was. Which is really about. So hopefully you guys are trying to refresh. I stopped and restarted it. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, so I'm just really very, very, very puzzled because I saw JF's jokes about the bars, but I've got 5 bars of a 5G signal. Hello, Maya, how are you doing? The funny thing is I can see you guys the whole time. I can see everything else. It shows the stream is going well, so I'm not sure why it's doing that. So I think I've got some research to do to see what I can do to fix that. I've kind of looked into some other options, and it's some of them are quite pricey, but more along the lines of cumbersome stream bills. There's no bill to pay. So I just got to figure that out, because a mobile to set myself up to do type of a mobile hotspot, a cell booster to build mobile on a backpack, it's going to add probably about 25 pounds. There's some other options as well, but some of it I think is going to need to have an antenna with an actual cell booster. So that and I can mount that to a frame backpack and go that route. But it's really a mystery to why I've got 5 bars and it's freezing. Because I'm literally a mile and a half from a cell. The cell tower is just right over here. A mile and a half. Jeff, thank you, buddy. Hope you have a good time at your I think I saw a Halloween party, so enjoy it, buddy. So I'm going to attempt to go down. Am I using Prism? I don't even know what Prism is, Huma. I'm sorry. But I'm going to attempt to go down to the sites where the mine is, near where the mine is, and where the indigenous people have left some artifact. And once again, like I said, that's just observation only kind of a thing there. But I'm going to attempt to do that. And what I'm going to attempt to do is keep the signal going just to see. It'd be like a mile drive on this little thing here, but I'll be going about 2 miles an hour, so I'm not too concerned about that, and I won't be watching chat. But I think I can set this up in a way that it'll work just out the window. I'll have to look into that, Huma. Do me a favor so I don't forget. Can you just make a note in Discord, Huma? Maybe in improvements or something like that, and I can. I think you're in the Discord. That way I don't forget. Thank you. So let me see if I can do this the way I think it's going to work, and hopefully it does. It won't work quite that way. I have another idea. Let's go. The tripod's too tall with the gimbal. Pinecone, how you doing, buddy? Pinecone lives that direction, a long ways. About 9 hours away. Yeah, I just walked this way, did on the end of this where it's wide open to looking at some of the mountains up by Lake Tahoe and such, and various different things. But you can see forever once you get past these. If these trees weren't there, you'd be able to see a lot of stuff if I'd walked on the other side of it. But I'm going to attempt to move. I've got an idea to see if I can make it work. I'm going to try sticking this in this other cup holder bracket that I have. But I'm on a 480 acre parcel, which is my family. Gold mine goes back to the old lumber mill here. The gold mine started late 1800s, and lumber mill for the century. Of course, out. I'm going to check this. So if it drops while I'm going, I'll watch the gas. And then if it's, I'm going to pick it back up at the bottom. If it works, it's going to keep the map. I'm supposed to use this port of the mine, of the native site. But hopefully it works. So I'm at the very top ridge of the 480 parcel. Still about a mile. This one's close to that. I got you, Joe. Thank you. Let me see if it improves here, man. Can you hear me now? Okay, let me try this real quick. Okay, so you can hear it. Okay, so maybe it did pick it off the Bluetooth. Like you said, I wasn't even thinking about that. Still underwater. Muffled, but better. Okay, well, I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe because of the, hang on a second. Let me see if I can do this without killing everything. Let a couple of you guys maybe get on here. Okay, there's Discord ping. Hey, buddy. I'm very frustrated because, like I said, there's full signal strength, so I'm not sure why it's doing that. It just drives me bonkers. So, but anyhow, so I'm at the indigenous site here first. I wanted to get out to that. So where we are, let me switch this around. So it was kind of out in the field here, edge of the woods, the field. Yeah, unstable must be it. I'm gonna look into that, Huma, and I saw you pop that in Discord. I appreciate that. Thank you, and thanks for joining Discord as well. Actually, I saw 3 of you did. You, Desi, and Pinecone as well. So I appreciate that. Hey, Tabs. So, but yeah, it's very frustrating having full signal strength and having that freeze. It drives me bonkers. So, like right now, I've got a full signal strength, 5 bars, 5G network. So who knows what's going on. But anyhow, so I wanted to show you guys the indigenous site. We'll stay on just for 1 second, Tabs, because this is so what this is, I don't know, who knows what this is? Anybody have any guess what this is right here? I'm looking. I have no clue. No clue how this works. So we'll see if anybody joins, if there's enough signal here. So we'll see. I don't know if it's going to work or not. So Adson, are you able to hear me? I see you popped in there in chat. I'm assuming you can't hear me? Loud and clear. Okay. So a lot of video to get to it. So this was all, this has come down here in the last year or two. So you hear. So this is this chat on this Prism app is very weird. So it doesn't help that I've got a this light background there with the stuff. It like blends in, and I tried to go port sideways. So let me try that. So I don't know, I've got a lot to learn on this app. But anyhow, so I haven't been over here in a couple of years to this site, but the mine goes back under here. So it looks like there might be. Lost me again. Okay. So I did look at the cellular provider's site, and there has this area. So a lot of drop downloads, even though there's full signal strength. So I think it's a cellular issue that I don't know that I'm gonna be able to fix. So I'm gonna try to get around here without getting into this poison oak again. Let me figure this out real quick. Audio keeps going. So I don't know if you could hear me, but I did check on the cellular site, provider site. There have been a lot of reports in the last 2 days of issues out here in this area. Even though there's full signal strength, a lot of reports of drop calls, drop downloads, dropped uploads. So there's obviously something going on with cellular. So just to give you sorry, I'm just trying to set all this stuff down. And I took it off the gimbal. So let me go back to the rear camera here. So I am gonna have to learn this prism. I'm gonna walk. And it collapsed, I got no idea. So I'm going to just kind of walk. Hopefully I don't lose you guys. And I took it off the gimbal just because I'm trying to learn this app and the buttons and all that stuff like that. It was just kind of a spur of the moment idea from Huma. And from there, so what I'm actually walking road that it doesn't look like much now because it's here we are 150 years later, but you know, haul out ore, do all that different stuff. Well, he may not have jinxed it. It might be because I'm walking around. So down, get off. Although maybe. Well, it's hard to say. I'm walking all over the place, so I'm amongst the trees. One second, bear with it. Should be a little smoother. Like I said, on this one here, I need to figure out how to get the chat to show when I'm on portrait, landscape. When I go landscape, it cuts it off on the corner for some reason. So I'm sure there's a setting. It's just an app I downloaded just now and have no idea what I'm doing with it yet. Thanks to Huma's idea. So this is a big wooded bottom. It's kind of where I'm at here now. But lots and lots of history out here. So I did record a video walking to the mine from the truck a little bit ago. I'm going to post in Discord possibly or to my YouTube channel without even cleaning it up. But nothing super interesting. But I did talk about this. So this is a random. It's my truck, Sue. This is a random pile of rocks out here. See if you guys get the idea of the shape. So overall length of that is about probably 7 feet. It might go 8 feet. I don't know. I mean, if I lay down, it'd be taller than I am, and I'm 6'1". So I suspect, I don't know for sure, but I suspect there's a minor for celebrations of life, birthday parties, graduations, all of that stuff. Let them go in the air. They always find a spot to come down, and we always find a bunch out here every year. Significant power outages, so that's never a fun thing either. So signal's gone choppy. Excuse me, landscape and read chat, because as soon as I put it landscape, I lose all chat, so it chops. Things showing up in some areas. You can see it more than others. Over here it's kind of shaded, so not as much, but the ground is wet now, so grass will start growing pretty quick. Damp soil, but keep getting lost connection to camera. They need to reload stream from Prism. That's something on your end, Adson? Is that on your end, Adson? If you hear the woodpeckers are going. And there is off this other direction. I'm hearing tree frogs right over there. Hey, Woody. So I'm trying a new app on recommendation of Huma. We're just trying it out just to test it out. So I do have still causing problems. So even though I got this, so I know it's portrait. Like I said, I just got to learn this app and figure out how I can read chat when it's in landscape mode. Native Americans, they're here on the property. Those are the only two. That's the only rock we know of with the 2 holes on the property we were able to find. That doesn't mean there's not more, but that's all we've. But they used to take the acorns. So there's many, as you can see here. I don't know if you could tell, but these are almost all oak trees. Grind them up to make flour. I did grab earlier. Let me see if I can remember where I put these things. Yep, I got them right here. I don't know if you can see those. Those are acorns. That's what they would gather and grind up, among other things. I mean, they use other things, but that acorns were a primary source of food for them as well. Stored well. They make a lot of grains, made different things. Could grind berries, could grind other things to make dyes, many different. So hopefully you guys can hear me still. I know there's been a couple issues here with the cellular provider. Oh, I just saw something. There. This actually does have a zoom on this one. Cuts out quite a bit, mostly. Okay. All right, well, I'll end this shortly. But like I said, I took some video to get to the mine. I'll post that on YouTube and put that link in my channel. For those of you that didn't catch the mine when I was over there. And like I said, I'm putting the grinding rocks. Those will show up in the scrapbook channel in the Discord. So, but I appreciate all of you guys that have come on. I might have an idea for a spot to stop, but in a little bit here, and see if there's if on a different tower, see if the signal's better there. Just want to check some things out. So, okay, I appreciate everybody. I have no idea how in the world to raid from this Prism app. So if someone wants to find somebody to raid, that's great. And then we could just raid whoever you choose. I don't really care. Cool, Sue. Yeah, it just mostly shows me, kind of showed some things there. I didn't obviously get too close in there since it had been sloughed off. I don't know about the stability of the soil, so I wasn't about ready to get crushed. Today's not a good day to die. Yeah, Mod, Woody can initiate a raid, and I got to think who else might be able to, but so I got raid things on there, but I'm sure there's a way to do it from this app. I have a lot to learn on this app, but I appreciate Huma for the suggestion. Yeah, I don't even know who's even up, who's even streaming. I haven't even paid attention. I don't know if we made one or not. You could, if the command doesn't work. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out, Huma, because I'm always interested. Yeah, I'm good with the raid train. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me, like I said. But I'm gonna definitely look into some things on this, Huma, and just try to learn some more. So when I get back tonight, I'll try to see if we can make a little raid call. Try to figure something else. Bob is. I know who Rob Kovacs is. Bob